Hey y'all, I'm doing my first interview with future Rhodes catcher Peyton Phillips. Let's jump right into it with the questions. How was your college search like? I know you've told me about it sometimes, but who recruited you? All that kind of stuff. And what problems did you run into along the way?
My college search was definitely very lengthy. Definitely took a long time. It started my junior summer when I was playing tournaments in Atlanta and Florida. That's when I started reaching out to coaches, and coaches started reaching out to me. But Rhodes, I went to a showcase this summer, and I met their coaches, and they let me visit the campus, and I fell in love with it, and that's when I made my decision to go there.
That sounds awesome. What other schools were interested in you and gave you scholarship and money and stuff?
So the schools that I had interest from were schools like West Florida, Center, Palm Beach Atlantic, and Samford were my four best ones. But Rhodes gave me the best opportunity to play, and then they also happened to give me the most money, so it made the most sense, and it's closest to home.
Well, that answers question 2 already. I mean, what made you pick Rhodes? You just answered it. What in particular has do challenges what challenges do baseball players face more than other sports?
In terms of recruiting-wise?
No, just anything from recruiting, because I know football it's full scholarship and baseball is not,
right.
And it could be anything from play on the field, off the field, time put into it. How does it compare that you know of?
Baseball, in my opinion, baseball and golf are definitely the two most technical sports. Sometimes you fail without even knowing why you're failing. Recruiting-wise, it's very different from any other sport, as you do most of the recruiting yourself. There are no coaches or anything like that to send out film. Plus, it's not a full scholarship. Baseball players, the most any baseball player ever gets is about 50%, and football is 100, basketball is 100, so definitely creates some challenges for baseball players looking to play at the next level, but definitely proud and happy I stuck with it.
Yeah, sorry about the noise in the background. They're literally doing drilling right behind me. But what are your strengths and weaknesses in baseball, and how can you improve your weaknesses?
I'd say my weakness leans more to the hitting side. This year I'm doing really well, but honestly, just practicing. I have a few drills I like to do before and after games, and T-work is definitely my main focus, so definitely improve the hitting and strength level at the college level, but I think my defense speaks for itself, so I'll look to improve on those for next year.
What's your strengths?
Definitely my defense and arm strength. My arm strength has always been my strength ever since I was little. I used to pitch before I caught, so it definitely plays a factor into it. So I was actually told that the main reason I was recruited by all the colleges was because of my defense and what I could provide behind the plate.
Outside of baseball, what things do you like to do? I have a list of things that you like to do, but tell the viewers what you do and how you manage your time between the fun things that you do outside of baseball and school, and managing that with baseball when it's baseball season.
So baseball definitely takes up a large majority of my time, but I do think it's important to get out and do other things because you can get burned out from your sport. Some of the things I like to do are go hunting and fishing for sure, and then I actually picked up golf, which I found is actually a lot of fun. And then just hang out with my friends and just doing anything, honestly. Because you do have to take some time away from baseball at some point during the year, because for me, baseball is year-round, so definitely important to find other things to do.
Yeah, that goes for really anything. I know you like Buffalo Wild Wings. That's your favorite restaurant.
It is.
And you love trucks. Your favorite subject is English. Why is that?
It's not my favorite. It's only my favorite because I'm good at it. I actually don't like it at all, but if I can keep writing papers and getting good grades, and I guess it's my favorite.
So what is your true favorite then?
My true favorite would be history, actually. I like learning about past and especially American history, but it turns out I'm better at English, so I actually am going to look to pursue history in college as a major and then figure out what I want to do after that.
That's awesome. Going to more like just casual questions. Like, what is your favorite? Who's your favorite player? It doesn't have to be baseball. It could be anything. And why is he your favorite player?
Buster Posey, actually. Not only because he went to Florida State or is a catcher, but his character on and off the field is great, and he had a great career. He's, in my opinion, one of the most entertaining and most fun players to watch. So I've grown up watching him, so he's definitely my favorite.
Well, all you had to say was the first two things, and that would have made sense. Let's see. This is actually a more hard-hitting question. What's your biggest failure in baseball? And then after you say your failure, what is your biggest accomplishment?
Ever since I looked to play baseball, I always wanted to play at the Division I level. As many people do, I have that D1 mindset. And with the recruiting this year, with not having as much recruiting opportunities as possible just because of COVID rules and just not having as much roster room, there's no spot for me. I searched and I didn't find much. But that also turned out to be my greatest strength, which was to play college baseball, my greatest achievement. And that's all I've wanted to do. And so I think that God had a different plan for me, but his plan definitely worked out. So that's what I'm most proud about, is just being able to play.
I love that answer. I love it to death. Do you think that, like, as a grad, like, after you graduate from Rhodes, or, like, if you ball out, you think you would, like, transfer to somewhere like Florida State? I know I don't want to put other people's words in my mouth, but I heard, like, I was talking to someone that graduated from NBA last year who went to a smaller school, and COVID screwed them over. They were supposed to get, like, visits from 2 power D1 schools, and they didn't, and they went to a smaller school, and they're hoping after they graduate that they'll grad transfer to, like, a D1 for football. And I was seeing if you would consider the same thing.
Definitely.
If the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, I definitely look into it. But hopefully Rhodes is a place I'll come to love and a place that I can stay at for all 4 years. And so, yeah, so that's really what I want to do. Rhodes is an awesome place, so hopefully I'll love it and then want to stay there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what are your goals for the next 4 years to make that happen?
Really just do well in class and then do well on the field. Those two go hand in hand and are equally important. So just do what I did at the NBA, and then hopefully that'll transfer over.
Simple answer. That's good. Finally, just wrapping up, do you have anything else to say?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I hope that all other interviews go well, and roll links. Hopefully, I'm excited for the next 4 years.
That's awesome. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate you coming on, and sorry for the noise in the background, but first interview of many for both of us. So glad you did it with me. All right, thank you. See ya.